Hey, what's going on to my TIs out there? Hey, listen, I'm doing this video I wanted to show you guys, but I decided to go ahead and just do a voiceover over the beginning of this video because I listened to it. It's me sitting here trying to explain this whole number scheme thing, how law enforcement coordinated with me, which you saw in the video there, if you know. And I was explaining why they coordinated at that particular time, and it's just too much. If it's not the number 27 at this point on my channel, I try to just stay away from the number, explaining the numbers to you guys, because it seems like it just confuses a lot of people. But I think you guys get the point that I'm saying, that the authorities are, and the people who set up this program are using a certain core set of numbers to schedule my harassment program. You see what I'm saying? And not only do they use those numbers to coordinate the harassment program, as far as whenever those numbers are on the clock, they harass me or whatever, they also just like flash a number in my face all the time, like on tags. I've shown you, and tags in front of me on the road, things like that. And right here in the video, I was showing you guys a flyover, and I was explaining to you the whole number thing, but I just think it's not necessary at this point. But as I get deeper into this video, I just pretty much kind of break down this whole number scheme and how they're using the numbers. I have new subscribers here, and I think that every now and then I need to do a video where it just breaks down how they're using these numbers, why I call my channel Gangstalking by the numbers, because that's how I recognized that I was being gangstalked. They're using a sequence of numbers to coordinate everything around me. So it's just that simple. But in this video, I kind of give a breakdown of how they intertwine that with proactive policing and use it as an ingenious way to surveil someone. In my case, it seems like they just keep adding more numbers, and the more numbers you add, that means it's more surveillance opportunities. So no, if the time on the clock is 1:30, I don't have to worry about a gang stalker unless they're already there. But if 1:27 was on the clock, someone's going to come around and just have a set of eyes on me, whether it's a plane flying over, take a snapshot from the sky, whether it's a person walking past, a dog walker. Somebody has to lay a set of eyes on me and report what I'm doing at that moment. That's the idea of 24-hour surveillance. It's just, think about someone being in a prison cell, and the prison guards come by on schedule every time 30 is on the clock. 1:30, 2:30, 3:30. Whenever 30 is on the clock, that's when the guard will come by and look into that cell, in that cell, to see what the prisoner is doing and make sure that they're doing what prisoners are supposed to be doing. That's what they use these numbers for with me. At the same time, they use it as a harassment mechanism, as a form of psychological warfare, psychological operations. All right, so I'm gonna let this video play, and I want you guys to just listen to me give a breakdown on how all of these different government entities and private organizations use this program and these numbers within my program to covertly harass me throughout the community everywhere I go, using this satellite tracking. All right.
It's a core of 5. So whenever those numbers are on the clock, all of these different departments participate in gang stalking. So it's like they all are just doing their one part, and for the TI it's going to seem overwhelming. See that TI on the back of that TI? For us, it's overwhelming. This is on my route, by the way. It'll feel overwhelming, like, oh my God, everybody, but if you break it down, like a lot of these do this to somebody, to unleash all of this on an innocent person. So in my opinion, like I mentioned recently, I believe, yes, this system is a good system if it's being used for something positive. The way it's being used currently in too many situations is on people who don't deserve it. It's someone who is acting out some sort of a revenge or some kind of vigilante justice type of situation, and they're abusing this program for their own personal satisfaction. And that'll be wanting to ruin someone's life who they might be jealous of. They might not like you because you're too tall. They might not like you because you are pretty. You're a beautiful woman. You have a nice body. You have a nice smile.
1,000 feet,
whatever.
turn right onto
All it
Northwest
takes is for them
lane.
to get another co-conspirator to go along with a story and get you put on a list, and there's no questions asked. all of this stuff just activates on you. So it's not personal as far as these people out here doing this stupid shit. They don't know who you are.
Northwest 117th lane.
They're just following a system that they're connected to, a system that tells them what to do. The problem is the person that puts you on it. It's not even that, and the problem is not even
36th place.
It's not even just the government as the problem. It's just their system that's being utilized. It's kind of like okay, the government does it. They should be a little tighter on what they're doing, allowing these people to do this and not really having enough oversight and protecting innocent people from this.
36th place.
That's a problem for sure. Just allowing people to get affected by this that shouldn't be, and they're not doing enough to protect people. But it's kind of like a homeowner who has a lot of
1,000 feet,
weapons.
turn left onto Northwest 38th place.
It's kind of like a homeowner that has a lot of weapons in their home, and cowards sneak in the back door and go steal a gun or two and take that gun and go shoot someone. And the person who owns the gun doesn't even realize that one of the guns are missing. They have so many, and but they didn't secure them well. They didn't make sure they're secured and watched over and make sure no one can get there and do something. There's my police synchronization right as I turn. But anyway,
turn left onto Northwest 38th place. Then your destination will be on the left.
What I'm saying is, here's another police. This one they're making it obvious, right? Another police car right here. Community, southeast or whatever. See right here where I'm turning. So
your destination is on the left.
See how they coordinated all the time? They put the police cars right in my line of sight when I'm doing these deliveries. Just just a little harassment, good old American style harassment. And that's why when you go around the rest of the world, it's the same thing, because they're trained by the United States government. But like I was saying, the analogy that I was using is if someone goes in and steals a gun and goes to shoot people. Yeah, you didn't take the gun. The gun owner didn't necessarily do it, but it was your gun that you didn't secure well enough, and you allowed some idiot to go in and utilize your weapon to harm someone that doesn't deserve to be harmed. So you might not be fully responsible for this, but you definitely have some culpability due to the fact that you're not protecting your weapons, and so they'll be used for what they're supposed to be used for. You understand? So that's what happens. And one of my videos is funny that I mentioned the neighborhood watch and someone paying for their boat insurance using neighborhood watch grant money that they use to go ahead and harass people. Here's a nice big boat for you on the delivery that I'm doing. Not to mention the police, 2 police cars that were coordinated perfectly on my route. So steal your guns and use them for evil, if that makes sense. Alright, so just to wrap it up, what I was saying was, hopefully I'm not rambling and lose anybody, but what I was saying pretty much is the program is already in place. The people who commit the acts, they're doing it because, well, some of them, there's a number of them, I'm sure, who think they're doing something positive for society. They're protecting their neighborhoods, this, that, and the third. But there are people who are utilizing these people, and they're utilizing this system to target people. See the police car? Oh, there's another police car there as well. Look at all that. This is police city right here. Yeah. They were hacking into my iPad last night also, by the way. What they do is they'll hack into it and like do stuff like move the volume up and down and shit like that, but whatever. Yeah, man, so this is what it's about. It's a good system that's in place that could be useful for something, but it's just that you have villains, so to speak, that are utilizing this just well put together system for their own personal gratification. And like I said, vigilante justice. If they don't like you, they don't like your lifestyle, they don't like the car you drive, the color of your house, or whatever, they don't like your hairstyle, They decide to put you on to ruin your life. Even the police will do it. That's what I think put me on. You know, maybe they try to put a case on you or something more than once, and you came out on the right side of it, and you came out on the right side of it, and everything's cool. You might not have got you put in jail or got a criminal record put on you, but they can throw this little system on you that will destruct your life, and that might just be enough satisfaction for them, at least. And then hopefully they're probably feeling that the system will push you into criminality due to the desperate situations and the disadvantaged position that you're in, as far as, you know, your social circle, your social network, your earning abilities, different things like that are affected so much that you become isolated. And once they get you isolated and desperate, and you know you need things, maybe it'll be a better chance of you committing a crime, and then they finally can get you the way they wanted to get you before. So that's what's going on, man. We got to know more about the situation that we're in, and in order to make a change. The change is going on. Change the trajectory of what's happening, because this is not going to be sustainable. It's not going to be sustainable as more and more people get put on. You understand. So here we go. We got 33 on the clock. What do we have right there in the sky? Can you see it? It's lit up. There it is. See that? Right in front of me. Yeah, so my targeting has ramped up as far as law enforcement and just the system, like the infrastructure of the country, more of the EMS. The police have really stepped up really heavy in the past week or so. I know why they're doing it. You know, they're hoping and wishing it's something that they can do, but it is what it is, man. I don't feel the way I did a year ago or even 2 years ago about this. Now that I understand what's going on, it's just unfortunate. We got to get these laws changed, and just like this stuff is signed into law, I feel like it can be written out of law as well. You know, it can be done away with, but we got to get more awareness out there, and we got to mobilize, and we have to come together and work on this, because this inhumane treatment is definitely not it's not the way to go. All right, so and I'll say also one last thing I'll say is I do recommend something called CBD. I don't recommend you smoking regular marijuana with high THC percentages and all of that. That's getting you high and paranoid and all. As a targeted individual, if you're really going through this, that's the last thing you want to do is be high in that way with a THC high. But with that same cannabis, you have CBD. All right, it's a different part of the plant, and it still gives you the benefits of smoking regular marijuana without some of the negative aspects that comes with smoking weed. CBD, and it's legal also for a TI. There's always a chance of you getting caught in doing something illegal because you're constantly being watched and surveilled and followed. If they decide they don't want to just write down what you're doing, and they decide they want to arrest you, they want to step things up a little bit, get you in a different position. Messing around with the weed in places where it's not legal, that could be a problem. But CBD is legal, and it helps you deal with the constant agitation and the induced frustration from being in this program. So I definitely recommend CBD oil, drops, whatever, gummies, whatever way you want to do it. I do think that it'll be beneficial for those being targeted by this program, and it'll definitely help you keep your cool more, and not lash out violently or emotionally the way that they're trying to entice you to do or induce you to do in this program. It definitely helps with your patience while you're not like this. You're not so high in that whole euphoric feeling to a point where you can't really function the way you need to be functioning while being targeted like this. So I definitely recommend CBD to the people, to my TIs out there. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut this one short, and I'll get you guys all the way through. Peace.